Absolutely clear by Hafiz. Don't surrender your loneliness so quickly, let it cut more deep. Let it ferment and season you as few human or even divine ingredients can. Something missing in my heart tonight has made my eyes so soft, my voice so tender, my need of God absolutely clear. Arise and fill a golden goblet by Hafiz. Arise and fill a golden goblet up, until the wine of pleasure overflow before unto thy skull's pale empty cup a grimmer cupbearer the dust shall throw. Yet to the well of silence we must come, yet shall the flagging laugh and heaven's doom thrill with an answering echo ere we go. The knows that the riches of his field make no abiding, and the goblet's fire consume the fleeting harvest earth may yield. O cypress tree, green home of love's sweet choir, and ere unto the dust time hath passed, forget the former wantonness, and cast the shadow of the dust of my desire. Flow, bitter tears, and wash me clean, they whose feet are set upon the road that lies twixt earth and heaven, or shall be pure, they say, before unto the pure there live thine eyes. Seeing but himself, the zealot sees but sin, grief to the mirror of his soul let in, O Lord, and clouded with a breath of sighs. No tainted eye shall gaze upon her face, no glass but that of an unsullied heart should dare reflect my lady's perfect grace. For like to snakes that from the herbage start, her curling locks have wounded me full sore, and her lips hold the power of bestow, touch and heed me where I lie apart. And when from her the wind blows perfume sweet, tear her vest like the rose, a rope in two, and cast a rags beneath her flying feet, to take the place the mistress passes through. Arise, O cupbearer, by her vest. Arise, O cupbearer, rise and bring to lips that are thirsting the bowl they praise. For it seemed that love was an easy thing, but my feet have fallen on difficult ways. I have prayed the wind o'er my heart to fling fragrance of musk in her hair that sleeps, and the night of her hair yet no fragrance stays. The tears of my heart's blood my sad heart weeps. Hear the tavern keeper who counsels you, with red wine your prayer cup die. There was never a traveller like him but knew the ways of the road and the hostelry. Where shall I rest when the still night through, beyond the gateway, O heart of my heart, the bells of camels lament and cry? Bind up the burden again and depart. The waves run high, night is clouded with fears, and eddying whirlpools clash and roar. How shall my droning voice strike their ears, whose light-frightened vessels have reached the shore? I sought mine own, the unsparing years have brought me mine own, and his honoured name. What cloak should cover my misery o'er, and each jesting mouth has rehearsed my shame? Hafiz, seeking an end to strive, hold fast in the mind what the wise have writ. If at last thou attain the desire of thy life, cast the world aside, yet abandon it. Bitter Dolor, by Hafiz. In its beak a nightingale had a rose leaf of exquisite colour, and on that pleasant food it nourished on some bitter dolor. I asked, wherefore lament and cry despite this union fair? He said, and this the beauty of a beloved do I share. If a true beloved sat not with us, there's no room for grievance, a prosperous king was he, the beggars he held in abhorrence. Our pleasing cries affect not a friend endowed with beauty rare, happy you for the beloved and the fortune of prosperity doth care. Arise, so that with reed of a painter you may give away our all this wonderful picture. In a revolution of a compass thou fall, if thou seek the path of love. Think not of ill reputation, sun in his religious garment pawned at the tavern since disputation. Happy the time of a gentle calendar, who on that path a rosary of a king, Sunnah 172 Christian girdle hath. Behold in Hafiz's eyes which wait, as Harry's palace roof below, a figure of a garden grove, the streams of which benefit flow. Brings me hope, by Hafiz. What drunkenness is this that brings me hope? Who was the cupbearer, and whence the wine? At minstrel sing the full voice divine, what lay was his? For mid woven robe of song it brought word from a friend to me, set to his melody. A wind itself brought joy to Solomon, a webbed wing flew from Sheba's garden close, bringing good tidings of its queen and rose. Take thou the cup and go, the meadows span, the plain, thither the bird of tuneful throat has brought spring's sweeter note. Welcome, O rose and full-blown eglantine, violets the scandal gladness fling, jasmine breathes purity art soaring like an unopened bud. O heart of mine, a wind of dawn that sets close blossoms free, brings its warm airs to thee. Sake, the kiss shall still my bitter cry. Lift up your grief-bowed heads, all ye that weep. The healer brings joy's wine-cup, oh, drink deep. Disciple of a tavern priest am I. A pure shake, my promised future bliss, he brings me where joy is. A greedy glance of a Tartar horde to me seemed kind. My foeman spared me not, for one poor robe was all that I had got. At heaven served Hafiz, as a slave his lord, and when he fled through regions desolate, heaven brought him to our gate. From the garden of heaven, by Hafiz, from the garden of heaven a western breeze blows through the leaves of my garden of earth. With a laugh like a hurry I take mine ease, and wine bring me wine, the giver of mirth. Today the beggar may boast him a king, as banqueting hall is a ripening field, and his tent the shadow that soft clouds fling. A tale of April the meadows unfold, are foolish for future credit to slave, and leave the cash of the present untold. Build a fort with wine, with a heart may brave the sword of the world. And a fortress falls, relentless victor shall leap from the dust, bricks that repair its crumbling walls. Trust on the word of a foe in the fight. Shall the lamp of a synagogue lend its flame to set the monastic torches alight? Drunken am I, yet place not my name in the book of doom, nor pass judgment on it. Who knows what the secret finger of fate upon his own white forehead has writ? And then the spirit of Hafiz has fled, follows bride with a tribute of sighs. Of the ocean of sin is close to his head, and will find a place in God's paradise. Here will I take my rest, by Hafiz. My lady, that had changed this house of mine into heaven, and where she dwelt vain, from head to foot an angel's grace divine enwrapped her. Pure she was, spotless of sin, fair as the moon of countenance and wise. Lords of a kind and tender glance, eyes with an abounding loveliness did shine. Then said my heart, here will I take my rest. The city breathes her love on every part. To a distant bourne was she addressed. Alas, he knew it not, alas, poor heart. The influence of some cold malignant star has loosened my hand that held her. Alone and far, she joined that lay upon my breast. Not only did she lift my bosom's veil, reveal its inmost secret, but her grace drew back the curtain from heaven's mansions pale, and gave her there an eternal dwelling place. A flower-strewn river-lip and meadows fair, roses self but fleeting treasures were, regret and winter follow in their trail. Dear were the days which perished with my friend. What is left of life now she is dead, or wisdomless and profitless I spend. The nightingale his own life's blood hath shed, when to the kisses of the wind the morn unveils a rose's splendor, with his torn and jealous breast the day's appeals red. Yet pardon her, O heart, for poor word woe, a humble dervish on the dusty way. Crowned with a crown of empire was her brow, and the realms of beauty she bore sway. And all the joy that Hafiz hand might hold, lay in the beads that morn and eve he told, worn of God's praise, and see, he holds it now. If God invited you to a party, by Hafiz, if God invited you to a party and said, everyone in the ballroom tonight will be my special guest, how would you entreat them when you arrived? Indeed, indeed, to know there is no one in this world who is not upon this jeweled dance floor. Lady that hast my heart, Hafiz, lady that hast my heart within thy hand, thou heedst me not, and if thou turn thine ear into the wise, thou shalt not understand. Behold, the thought is thine, our words were clear. For the tumult in my drunken brain, praise God, who tried not his slave in vain, and his word nor the next will make me fear. Their heart eternal silence keeps, I know not who has slipped into my heart. While I am silent, one within me weeps. A soldier rend the painted veil apart. Where art thou, minstrel? Touch thy set strings, till clothed in music such a soul sings, mournful story from the sapphire sweeps. Allow not at any time I lend mine ear to hearken to the glories of the earth. Only the beauty to mine eyes was dear. Sleep has forsaken me, and from the birth of night till day I weave bright dreams of we. Drunk of 100 nights of revelry, where's the tavern that sets forth such cheer? My heart, said hermit, stains the cloistered floor with drops of blood, with sweat of anguish dire. I wash me clean, and my body pour last generous wine. Worshippers of fire have bowed them down and magnified my name. From my heart burns the living flame, transpiercing death's impenetrable door. What instrument through last night's silence rang? Alive unto his lay the minstrel moved, and filled my brain with the sweet song he sang. It was the proclamation of a love, which shocked the strings of life's most secret lyre, and still my breast heaves with last night's desire, for countless echoes of that music spring. Ever since the time that Hafiz heard his lady's voices from the rocky hill that vibrates the soft-spoken word, so echoes of desire his bosom fill. Lay not reproach at the drunkard's door, Hafiz. Lay not reproach at the drunkard's door, fanatic, thou without pure of soul, not find on the page of life to unroll the thoughts of others, or less or more, have swerved from a path. Keep thou to thine own, that the man when he reaches the goal shall reap the harvest his hands have sown. Leave me the hope of a former grace, that the curtain is lifted none can tell, whether in heaven or deepest hell, fair or wild shall appear his face. Alike the drunk and the strict of fair, for his mistress yearns, the mosque laugh doth dwell, and the church for his lodging is everywhere. If without the house of devotion I stand, I am not the first to throw wide the door, for thou opened it long before eternal paradise slipped from his hand. All you that misconstrue my words' intent, align the bricks of a tavern floor, the brick shall serve me for argument. Heaven's garden future treasures may yield, I make the most of earth's treasury. The flickering shade of the willow tree, and the grass-grown lip of the fruitful field. Trust not in deeds, the eternal day shall wield a greater sentence on thee. But till then, what his finger has writ, who can say? Bring the cup in thine hand to the judgment seat, thou shalt rise, Hafiz, in heaven's gate, from the tavern that thou hast here laid, and if thou hast worshipped wine, thou shalt meet the reward that the faithful attain. Is such thy life, and fear not thy fate, or shalt not have lived and worshipped in vain. Life's mighty flood, Hafiz, what is wrought in the fortune of the living and life? All things are naught, how fill me the bowl, for naught is the gear of the burden of strife. One passion has quickened the heart and the soul, the love's presence alone we have sought. Love, at least, exists, yet if love were not, heart and soul would sink to the common lot, all things are naught. Like an empty cup is the fate of each, that each must fill from life's mighty flood. Naught thy toil, or to paradise gate thou reach, if another has filled up thy cup with blood. Neither shade from the sweet-fruited trees could be bought by the praying or suppressive truth. Dost not see that still from you the naught, and to thee all than the naught? The span of thy life is as 5 little days, brief hours and swift in this halting place. Rest softly, O rest, where the shadowy lace, where time's self is gnawed in the dial's face. On the lip of oblivion we linger, and shorts away from the lip to the mouth where we pass, where the moment is wine, fill, or sake, the glass, so all is naught. Consider a rose that breaks into flower, never repines though she fade and die. A pause of word endure for an hour, at naught shall remain of her majesty. Be not too sure of your crown, you who thought the virtue was easy and recompense yours. From the monastery to the wine tavern doors, the way is naught. But though I, too, have tasted the salt of my tears, though I, too, have burned in the fires of grief, shall I cry aloud to unheeding ears? Mourn and be silent, naught brings relief. Thou thus art praised for the songs thou hast wrought, but being a stained or an honored name, the lover's swine shall make light of thy fame, all things are naught. My friend has fled, Hafiz. My friend has fled, alas, my friend has fled, and left me naught but tears and pain behind. Like smoke above the flame caught by the wind, so rose she from her breast and forth she sped. Drunk with desire, I seized love's cup divine, but she that held it poured the bitter wine of separation into it and fled. The hunter she, and I the helpless prey, wounded and sick, round me a toil she drew, my heart into a scene of sorrow threw, bound up a camel, loads and fled away. Fain had I laid an ambush for her soul, she saw and vanished, and the timid fool, good fortune, slipped rain and would not stay. My heart was all too narrow for my woe, and tears of blood my weeping eyes have shed. A crimson stream across the desert sped, rising from out my sad heart's overflow. She knew not what love's meanest slave can tell, the sweet to serve, that threw me a farewell, kissing me threshold, turned and cried, I go. In the clear dawn, before the east was red, before the rose had torn a veil in two, a nightingale through Hafiz garden flew, stayed but to fill its song with tears, and fled. Not worth the toil, Hafiz. Not all the sum of earthly happiness is worth the bowed head of a moment's pain. If I sell the while in my dervish dress, worth more than what I sell is what I gain. Land where my lady dwells, thou holdest me enchained, else fast were but a barren soil, not worth a journey over land and sea, not worth a toil. Down in the quarter, where they sell red wine, while the carpet scarecrow to fetch a cup, how brave a pledge of pity is mine, which is not worth a goblet foaming up. An enemy heaped scorn on me and said, Forth from the tavern gate. Then my thrust from off the threshold is my fallen heat not worth the dust? Wash white with heaven stains and robe of wine. The words indeed like one colour bear, a grape's fair purple garment shall outshine the many-coloured rags and tattered gear. Full easy seemed the sorrow of the East, lightened by hope of gain. Hope flew too fast, 100 pearls, the poor indemnity and worth blast. The Sultan's crown, with priceless jewels set, encircles fear of death and constant dread. It is a headdress much desired, and yet as such 'tis worth a danger to the head. The best way to hide the face of those that long for thee. The conqueror's reward is never worth the army's long-drawn woes, worth fire and sword. I seek the treasure of the mind at rest, and stored in the treasury of ease, and worth a loyal heart, a tranquil breast, with all the riches of our lands and seas. I scorn like Hafiz the delights of earth, asking one grain of favour from the base. 200 sacks of jewels were not worth the soul's disgrace. Return back to her heart, my Hafiz. Return to a heart wounded, full soul, valiance and strength may enter in return, and life shall pause at the deserted door, the cold dead body breathe again and burn. Or come and touch mine eyes of thy sweet grace, for I am blind to all but to thy face. Open the gates and bid me see once more. Like to cruel the Phurblian band, so despoiled the kingdom of my heart, return, glad lord of Rome and free the land. Before thine arms the foe shall break and part. See now, hold a mirror to mine eyes, and naught but by reflection therein lies. The glass speaks true to him that understand. Night is with child, hast thou not heard men say, night is with child, what will she bring to birth? I sit and ask the stars when war art away. Come, and when a nightingale of mirth pipes in spring-awakened garden ground, and this heart shall ring a sweeter sound, diviner nightingales attune will lay. Ruby's Heart by Hafiz. The bulbul's cares naught but a rose's mate dear. A rose's cares naught but to bring grace to its cheer. And all lures that brings the lover's heart to its fall, masters he who bears compassion to his frail. Now comes the time when blood gushes into Ruby's heart, for the shard half shattered its value and worth in the mart. Wilbert's power of speech came from the rose spoon, or his beak would be devoided of all the song and tune. Of thou who in the street of our love treat, be careful, or his wool should shatter the head. A traveller is accompanied by a hundredfold soul, where there is, health and well-being be his dole of heart. Of the dice of health the weaver's cast, sweet is the lot of love. Cling to it hard and fast intoxicated, so he wore his head as cue 2 more goblets as land his turban flew. To the side of thee the heart of Hafiz had been inclined, it is not cherished with union, put with torment behind. So being so religious by Hafiz, what do said people have in common? It seems they have all built a shrine to the past, and often they go there in a strange wail and worship. What is the beginning of happiness? Is to stop being so religious, like that. The bird of gardens by Hafiz. The bird of gardens sang unto the rose, new blown in the clear dawn. Bow down her head. As fair as thou within this garden close, many have bloomed and died. She laughed and said, that I am born to fake griefs not my heart. Never was it a true lover's part, to wax of bitter words as love's repose. The tavern step shall be the holstery, for love's diviner breath comes but to those that suppliant on the dusty threshold lie. And if thou wouldst drink the wine that flows from life's bejeweled goblet, ruby red, upon thine eyelashes thine eyes shall shed 1,000 tears for this temerity. Last night when I in magic garden slept, stirring with synth purple tresses curled, a wind of morning through where I stepped. Where's the cup, the mirror of the world? Or where's love, or throne of gem? I cried, the breezes knew not, but alas, they sighed. The happiness should sleep so long, and wept. Not on the lips of man love's secret lies, remote and unrevealed his dwelling place. O psychic calm, where art love or dies, when thou the feast of heaven divine dost grace. Patience and wisdom, Hafiz, in a sea of thine own tears are drowned. The misery we could not still nor hide from curious eyes. The day of hope, Hafiz. The days of absence and the bitter nights of separation, all are at an end. Where's the influence of the star that blights my hope? The omen answers, at an end. Autumn's abundance, creeping autumn's mirth, are ended and forgot, and o'er the earth, a wind of spring with soft warm feet of wind. The day of hope hid beneath sorrow's veil, has shown its face, I cry that all may hear. Come forth, the powers of night no more prevail. Praise be to God, and of the roses near, with long desired and flaming coronet. The cruel stinging thorns all men forget, the wind of winter ends its proud career. The long confusion of the nights that were anguish that dwelled within my hardest hour. Neath the protection of my lady's hair, grief nor disquiet come to me no more. What of all cruels wrought all my misery, my lady's gracious face can comfort me, and at the end give what I sorrow for. Light-hearted to the tavern let me go, where laughs the pipe, the merry simple kiss, and the history of all my woes amidst to sets the hand and writes Venus. Oh, longer not trust thee in constant days that promised. Where thou art thy lady stays, the tale of separation ends with this. Joy's certain path for Saki thou hast shown, long may thy cup be full, the days be fair. Trouble and sickness from my breast have flown, order and health the wisdom marshals wear. Not one that numbered Hafiz' name among the great unnumbered were his tears unsung, praise him that sets an end to endless care. The lute will beg, the Hafiz. You need to become a pen in the sunset. We need for the earth to sing through our pores and eyes. Body will again become restless till his soul paints all its beauty upon the sky. Don't tell me, dear ones, that Hafiz says is not true, and the heart tastes its glorious destiny, and you awake to our constant need for your love. God's lute will beg for your hands. The tulip, the Hafiz. Perhaps the tulip, now the fickleness of fortune's smile, from her stark screen shaft she bears a wine cup through the wilderness. Tidings of Union, the Hafiz. Where are the tidings of Union? That I may rise forth from the dust, I will rise up to welcome thee. My soul, like a homing bird, yearning for paradise, shall rise and soar, with snares of the world set free. Voice of the love shall call me to be thy slave, shall rise to a greater far in the mastery of life and the living time and the mortal span. Pour down, O Lord, from the clouds of thy guiding grace, a rain of mercy that quickeneth on my grave, before, like dust the wind bears from place to place, I rise and flee beyond the knowledge of man. And to my grave returns to the blessed feet, wine of the lute thou shalt bring in thine hand to me. A voice shall ring through the folds of my winding sheet, and I will rise and dance to the minstrelsy. Though I be old, clasp me one night to the breast, and the dawn shall come to awaken me, the flush of youth in my cheek from the bosom will rise. Rise up, let mine eyes delight in thy stately grace. Thou art the goal to which all man's endeavour has pressed, and thou the idol of Hafiz worship. A face from the world and life shall bid him come forth and arise. To linger in a garden fair, Hafiz. Mirth, spring, to linger in a garden fair, what more has earth to give? All give it weight, where's the cup here, the flagon where? A pleasant hour slip from the hand of fate, reckoning each hour's a certain gain, or seeks to know the end of mortal care, shall question its experience in vain. A fettered life hangs on a single thread, some comfort for the present ills devise. At vows the time may bring thou shalt not read. Waters of life and ermine's paradise, what meaning do your dreams and pomp convey, save that beside the mighty stream, white-fed, we sit and sing of wine and go our way? The modest and the male shall be seen to boast their kinship with a single voice. There are no differences to choose between, thou art but flattering thyself with choice. Who knows the curtain's secret? Heaven is mute, and yet with him who holds the curtain, e'en with him, O braggart, thou wouldst raise dispute. Although his fright shall miss the road and it is but to teach him wisdom through distress, its pardon and compassionate mercy were but empty syllables and meaningless. The zealot thirsts for draughts of Casus wine, and Hafiz doth an earthly cup prefer, and what between the two is God's design. True love, Hafiz. True love has vanished from every heart, what is befallen the lovers fair, and if the bonds of friendship part, what is befallen the friends that were? Ah, why are the feet still lingering? The waters of life are no longer clear, the purple roses turn pale with fear, and what is befallen the wind of spring? None knows saith, a love was mine, loyal and wise to dispel my care. None remembers love's right divine, what is befallen the lovers fair. Midst the field to players' feet, the word of God's favour and mercy came, but none has led forth to renew the game. What is befallen the horsemen fleet? Roses have bloomed, yet no bird rejoiced, no vibration throat is rung with a tale. What can have silenced the 100 voices? What has befallen the nightingale? Heaven's music is hushed, and the planets roll in silence, and so a broken her lute. There's none to press out the wine's ripe fruit. What has befallen the foam bowl? A city where kings are but lovers crowned, a land from the dust of which friendship springs, who has laid waste that enchanted ground? What has befallen the city of kings? Years have passed since a ruby was won from the mine of manhood. They labour in vain, the fleet-footed wind and the quickening rain, and what has befallen the light of the sun? Hafiz, the secret of God's dread task no man knoweth, and you for prime or unwised age, of whom wouldst thou seek what has befallen the wheels of time? Where's my ruined life, Hafiz? Where's my ruined life, and where the fame of noble deeds? Look my long-drawn roll, and whence it came, and where it leads. Can drunkenness be linked to pity and good repute? Where's the preacher's holy monody? Where's the lute? From monkish cell and lying garb released, a heart of mine. Where's the tavern thane, the tavern priest? Where's the wine? Past days of meeting, let the memory of you be sweet. Where those glances fled, and where for me reproaches meet. As friend's bright face warms not the enemy when love is done. Where's the extinguished lamp that made night day? Where's the sun? Bound to mine eyes the dust, my head bow upon thy stair. Where shall I go? Where from thy presence? Thou art everywhere. Look not upon the dimple of thy chin, danger lurks there. Where wilt thou hide, O trembling heart, fleeing in such mad haste? Where? The steadfastness and patience, friend, ask not if others keep. Patience and steadfastness I have forgot, and where is sleep? Will beat you up, Hafiz. Jealousy, and most all of your sufferings are from believing you know better than God. Of course, such a special brand of arrogance as that always proves disastrous and will rip the seams in your cavern tent. When cordia invite the many species of many biting flies, strange thoughts, that will beat you up. With madness like to mine, Hafiz. Not one is filled with madness like to mine in all the taverns. My soiled robe lies here, there my neglected book, both pledged for wine. With dust my heart is thick, which should be clear, a glass to mirror forth of a great king's face, one ray of light from out my dwelling place, to pierce my night, O God, and draw me near. Out mine eyes and to my garment's hem a river flows, perchance my suppressed beside that stream may rear her lofty stem, watering her roots with tears. Ah, bring to me the wine vessel, since my love's cheek is hid. A flood of grief comes from my heart unbid, and turns mine eyes into a bitter sea. Nay, but the hand that seals me wine, avow no more the brimming cup shall touch my lips, until my mistress with her radiant brow adorns my feast until love's secret slips from her, as from the candle's tongue of flame, while I sink moth for very shame, then I extol love's light without eclipse. Red wine I worship, and I worship her. Speak not to me of anything beside, for naught of wreaths on earth or heaven I care. Although the proud Narcissus flowers defied, for shining eyes to prove themselves more bright, yet heed them not, those with a clear sight fall on them to whom all light's denied. Before the tavern door of Christians sang to sound of pipe and drum, what time the earth awaited the white dawn, and gale rang upon mine ear those harbingers of mirth. If her true faith be such as thou dost say, alas, my Hafiz, that is sweet today should bring unknown tomorrow to the birth.